The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Clark's Pump and Shop, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, I'm Gary Ball. Welcome to the 20th year of the Scholastic Ball Report. We've got a great show for this week. As always, we have a feature from WKYT from around the state. The Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, East Jessamine High School Softball Team. The Crown Trophy Scholar Athletes of the Week, this is the first, a bass fishing team from West Jessamine High School, Landondale, Anna Satterwhite. From Nicholasville, we have the Sutherland Chevrolet Driver of the Week with some great sports action. It's all got a Nicholasville flair. From UK Sports Medicine Healthcare, athletic training tips, Broderick Moore from Bath County High School.
It's been a storybook type year for us. Didn't start out, started more like a horror story.
Breathitt County's Kyle Moore is the high school football coach and athletics director. And after the death of boys basketball coach B.B. King in December, he's also taken on the role as interim coach there.
With these guys, I've known them their whole lives since they were little, so I feel comfortable around those guys, and they feel comfortable around me, and it went a lot better, obviously, than what you think coming in when you got to talk about a football coach coaching basketball.
But Moore is no stranger to the court. He played back in his day, and he comes from a long line of coaches like his mother. It would have been hard enough to make the Sweet 16, even without the challenges the team faced this year.
It's such a hard thing to do. Our school hasn't been to the Sweet 16 since 1996. I was a freshman in high school.
This is a team that lost their coach mid-season, and a community that lost so much in the July floods.
We've been through hard times for the past couple months, and they start just see good times coming up, and they just get behind us and support us. It brings the whole community together.
Shooting guard Luke Bellamy says it's actually the trials they've been through this year that have shaped them into the team they are today.
I think just the team bonding together and seeing the smiles on people's faces from us winning, it's just been awesome.
Because after the year they've had, this town needed something to cheer for.
You know, I've been a part of state championship teams and a Sweet 16 team years ago, and you know, this one seems to have our community just in really high spirits, more so than in a long time.
In Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We know you need banking to be fast and easy. We help with personalized services like mobile deposit. Get the app today and snap, deposit. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Do you suffer from knee pain? Ever been diagnosed with osteoarthritis or worried about the risks involved with knee surgery?
It hurt all the time, like the nerves were rubbing against each other.
I was at the point of either replace my knees because I'm tired of this pain.
Get the relief you need without surgery. We're Arthritis Knee Pain Centers, the premier leaders in non-surgical knee pain treatments. Instead of surgically replacing your knees, our state-of-the-art procedures replenish the depleted natural cushioning in your joints with an FDA-approved shock-absorbing gel, without surgery and without downtime.
After the first injection, I knew it was going to work.
We've successfully treated thousands of patients. Medicare and most private insurance cover this procedure.
Full motion, no pain, walking, everything just back normal like it used to be.
Now with locations in Lexington, call 1-800-829-5680 for a free no-obligation knee pain assessment or go to arthritis-kneepain.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report. William Warfield here with you, the King of Stream. I'm here with head coach Kevin Dennis of the East Jessamine Jaguars. We're being joined by seniors Maddie Horn and also Kaylee White, who's new addition to the team, coach. And you picked her up. She came in, transferred from Boyle County. I know that exciting to have her, knowing that she's a great talent out there in the circle.
Yeah, it's nice to have her. She's a leader on the team. She's a good pitcher. She hits the ball well, and she's just a good kid to have around.
I came up here one day and I saw you all hitting in the batting cage before the season started, and she was killing the ball in there too. So she can hit the ball pretty well.
Yeah, she hits it well. I think she's leading us in hitting, her and Maddie, so far this year. And today I think she's had her best game of the year with 2 home runs and 2 doubles, I think. So she's turning on finally.
Jaguars with a big win tonight against Bethlehem, who came up here from Bardstown. And Kaylee, talk to me about the 2 home run night that you had tonight.
I don't know. I just seen it good tonight and was able to barrel it up and hit it.
Yeah. What's like playing up here for East Jessamine, and how'd you get started in softball?
Playing for East Jessamine's a lot of fun. It's the most fun I've ever had, I feel like, because everyone has fun with it and don't really stress over anything. Just play the game as it should be. And, well, only reason I got started in softball because Daddy told me if I wanted him to watch me play something, I couldn't play soccer. So I just started playing softball. So, yeah.
Maddie, we've seen you, here for the last several years over at East Jessamine, and Maddie's a pro. I mean, I think you can play pretty much anywhere, but I think your primary position is what, catcher and then shortstop?
Catcher and outfield.
Catcher and outfield now. Okay. You did play a little bit of short last year too, right?
Yeah, once. One time.
Was that the game you got hurt in?
No, that was kind of just it was a freak thing. I don't even know what happened. Kevin just told me to go, so I did.
Gotcha. Maddie is an outstanding athlete and great in the classroom too. And talk to us, Maddie, just about having to play for a team like East Jessamine, a coach like Kevin Dennis here, and having the expectations on your back like it is, and being a senior and carrying those.
Playing for East has been the best decision ever. Kevin, he cares about all of us as people, not just as softball players. He would give his right arm, his right leg for any of us. And playing for a team with such a strong legacy, it's a lot of fun because you get to go out there and prove what East Jessamine's made of. So it's a lot of fun playing for this team.
Yeah, when you talk about the legacy of the team, obviously, Kevin, you've built an empire over here over the last, I guess it's been a decade now, hasn't it, or maybe a little bit more?
Yeah, I've been here since 2010 maybe.
Yeah.
Been a long time. Yep, my daughter graduated in 2016, and I was here when she was in 6th grade, so ever since then.
I know you always get emotional, and senior night always comes up here, and you have to say goodbye to your seniors. What's it going to be like? What can you give us a preseason or a seasonal preview of what that may be like to lose these 2 fine seniors you have?
Oh, it's going to be bad. Maddie she was come up here in middle school when she was a 6th grader, and then we moved her up, and Maddie's like one of my own kids. I've had her forever, and Kaylee she's a great kid. I'm getting to know her, and it's going to be tough. I don't want to look forward to that right now. We got a lot of games to go.
Absolutely. So, yeah, you still got a big schedule ahead of you. You played, 5 games into it right now, 6 games?
I think, what are we, 5 and 3 now, played 8 games, and so we're if we start hitting the ball, we're going to be in good shape.
Maddie, it looks like you've grown a lot over the summer.
Yeah, put a few inches on.
Are you all hitting the weight room or just constantly in the batting cages? How do you prepare for games?
So during the preseason, we did a lot of conditioning with Coach Lyon. He's our strength coach here at East. So we were in the weight room. We did a lot of running. And then, of course, anytime we can get on the field, we're going to take that opportunity. But definitely being in the blue building this season has helped us a lot. I think we're hitting the ball a lot better this season than we have in the past.
Kaylee, you came from a winning program up here to East Jessamine to another winning program, so I'm sure that's exciting for you. And how do you fit in with your teammates?
I feel like I fit in pretty good. We're all about the same caliber. Yeah. And, like, mindset.
Kaylee.
I don't know. Yeah, I like it up here.
Well, ladies, I'm excited to have you all here on the Ball Report, and we'll definitely be covering you throughout the season. We're going to start hitting our coverage right after spring break, so hopefully we can get a broadcast or two in for you all and see you guys out there on the field on prep spin. But sure glad to have you here today on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Okay, with so many places to buy new appliances, where should you go? A big box store? How about a warehouse club? I don't think so. Go where your neighbors go. P-Rats was voted Central Kentucky's favorite place to buy appliances. Here's why. They have all the major brands at the guaranteed lowest price, low interest financing with options to fit any budget, plus an award-winning in-house service and installation team. Voted Central Kentucky's favorite place for appliances. We're the best in the bluegrass.
Nobody beats P-Rats.
No matter who you cheer for or what the sport,
Clark's Puppet Shop is there to support the young people who play.
Whether it's a snack on the way to the game or restocking on the way home, Clark's is the winning stop. And when you're choosing from drinks, chips, or a one-of-a-kind crispy, crunchy chicken, you'll be a winner no matter what the scoreboard says.
Clark's Puppet Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get that big fitness energy for just $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment, cancel anytime. It's a great deal, and our 17 million members agree.
You can say that again.
Okay, as I said, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month.
What a deal!
So turn your low energy into big fitness energy and enjoy tons of equipment and a clean and spacious judgment-free zone to get that post-workout glow. So get going, or shall I say glowing? Join for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, April 5th.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Hello and welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Crown Trophy Scholar Athletes of the Week. Today we have two scholars who are a bass fishing team from West Jessamine High School. They are Landon Dale and Anna Satterwhite. Welcome in, Landa and Anna.
Hi.
It's great to have you here, and I'm so proud that we have bass fishing on our show this year. It's the first time you all are the first group, and what a great team. So I got a couple of questions for you, both of you. As a fishing enthusiast, who got you interested in fishing?
I would say my granddad. He's my papa, and he's always been just a big inspiration for me. Anytime I've been fishing, he's always gotten me started with it all. I text him anytime about anything.
Great. Landon?
My mom and my dad really got me started early, taking me to ponds since I was 3 years old, and I've just liked it ever since then.
So talk a little bit, Landon, I would ask you this question about the junior fishing program, because you've been at it for a long time.
So I started as a junior. Juniors are the middle school, so basically 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I'm not sure if they have 6th grade anymore, but I started back in 6th grade. They're just kind of the younger. They have their own division, so when we have weigh-in, they have a completely different, like a separate weigh-in, and they have completely different, like first, second, third place. They're just kind of their own category, yet still fish in the same tournament.
let's talk about the KHSA high school fishing program. As I understand it, it's the state's divided up into 4 regions, and I think West Jessamine High School is in Region 2. If you'll tell us a little bit about how you qualify, how you get into the high school regional tournament.
You don't necessarily qualify for the regional tournament. Anyone in your region, the second region, will fish in that same tournament. The regional tournament qualifies you for the state tournament. So they usually take like the top 20% of the region tournament to move on to the state tournament.
Talk a little bit about the regional format. What takes place?
Regionals is a one-day event, yes. We usually safe flight, 7:30 in the morning. It's usually about 8 hours long, so anywhere from 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, then we'd have a weigh-in around that time.
Gotcha. So obviously a boat is involved. You have to provide your own, and who drives it and that sort of thing.
Yes, usually one of the partners will have to have a boat. We do have, at West Jessamine High School, we do have a school boat that one team can use, but you'll have to have an adult as a captain. So there's 3 people on the boat at all times.
Got it. So where's the regional this year?
Lake Cumberland.
And that's coming up, isn't it?
Yes, it's here upcoming in April.
So I've got to ask you this question. What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
My biggest fish was actually probably out of Cumberland, about 6-pounder. It was 6-pound largemouth.
Wow, that's a big fish. So Anna, let's talk to you a little bit about equipment that you have to have for high school competition.
I'd say you start off just about with your rods. We use bait casters mostly. Your boat, I guess you could say that a boat captain could be equipment, but each boat has to have a captain on it. Your life jacket, I'd just say any safety protocols, all your tackle, your lures, pretty much everything that you need to be successful for your tournaments.
And you don't use live bait, correct?
No.
Is that right? Gotcha. So talk about the catch and size limit that you have to comply with for the regional tournament.
So for each of your fish, you have a length that they can be. Your length is 12, 15, and 18. Kentucky can be 12-inch, largemouth can be 15 and up, and smallmouth can be 18 and up.
So talk about your season so far this year, what you've been involved in to get ready for the regionals.
We've had, we fish in the fall and we fish in the spring, so the beginning of the season will start in the fall when school starts. We fished pretty decent in the fall, and then fishing usually is a little bit better in the spring, so this spring we've done pretty good so far, and so we're just hoping to qualify in regionals for state.
And then, Ann, I got to ask you, what's the biggest fish you ever caught?
I'd say about a 5-pounder, probably down on, I think it was down on Cumberland. I was fishing with one of my other buddies that she kind of got me started with more of high school tournaments.
And for either one of you or both of you, what's the most fun thing about being on a high school team like at West Jessamine High School, being on a bass fishing team?
I would say definitely the memories and just all the inside jokes that we make out on the water. I mean, we're out there for a really long time, and it's about every weekend we just figure out stuff to talk about, and it always makes a bunch of inside jokes that I just have always remembered.
I think it's just the experience with the other kids on the teams and the coaches and just our relationship with all of them.
That's great. Well, I would like to say thank you so much and congratulations to you, Landon and Anna, for being on the Scholastic Ball Report and for being the Crown Trophy Scholar Athletes of the Week. And thank you for being on the Ball Report today.
Yes,
You're
thank
welcome.
you so much.
Thank you.
And I think they've educated us quite a bit about bass fishing. It sounds really exciting, and everybody wants to get outside and do it. So that's it for the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Our Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week takes us to the 11th Region Girls Semifinals. Lexington Catholic looking to pull off the upset against Franklin County. Mary Martin Hampton gets the ball, takes it all the way down to score. The Lady Knights also score the biggest upset, boys or girls, in the region tournaments this year, beating the 3-time defending champs 61-59, Mary Martin Hampton. You are the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because selling it yourself can be, well, you know.
So how many bodies does this car hold?
Well, it's a 5-passenger car.
Right, passengers. Yeah. Maybe even 6.
Avoid strange encounters. Come to WeBuyAnyCar.com instead. It's easy. You get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price. Cha-ching. Get your free online valuation now at
WeBuyAnyCar.com. Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. Call right now for your free book, and as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today.
Call 800-458-2414.
Welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report for UK sports medicine, healthcare, athletic training tips. Today we have athletic trainer Broderick Moore, outreach athletic trainer. Topic is ice and heat. Welcome in, Broderick.
Hi, Gary. It's nice to be on the Scholastic Ball Report tonight.
Glad to have you on. Talk about when to use ice for an injury.
Well, it's not as clear-cut as people would think, but there are some general guidelines to go by. Usually after an acute injury, within the first 24 hours, you would want to use ice. You would do 15 to 20 minutes with the ice on, with something protecting your skin from the direct contact of the ice. Then you would want to take it off for 30 minutes or 40 minutes. You can do it as many times as you want over that 24-hour span to kind of help with some pain, swelling, and bruising. The main thing is you want to make sure that you never use ice on a back injury or a neck injury. Sometimes those can kind of stiffen up and make them worse.
Do high school athletes ever use ice baths?
Yeah, we actually do ice baths here sometimes when the athletes are sore. Usually sometimes after football practice or basketball practices, we've had ice baths here. And actually, it's been proven recently that ice baths can help you sleep if you have trouble sleeping too.
I need that then. When do you use heat for an injury?
Heat, it's usually primarily for the athletes before they practice or play, if they're feeling stiff or if they're feeling sore. Usually you want to avoid using heat if there's any kind of swelling or bruising going on, as that really doesn't really help as much. Any kind of general soreness or an injury that's kind of lingered. It's great for neck and back injuries, as those are kind of bigger muscles that use a lot more movements. And however, it shouldn't be used on any kind of open wound or any spots that may become infected at some point, or if you have diabetes, vascular diseases, or anything like that.
What is a contrast bath treatment?
Contrast bath treatment is actually something that I learned when I was doing clinicals at EKU. It's a combination of ice and heat. Usually what I do is I'll put ice on an athlete for 5 minutes, take it off, and then we'll put heat on afterward for 5 minutes. Sometimes we'll do that for 20, 25 minutes at a time total. The science is it kind of creates a pumping mechanism with your veins dilating and then constricting back real quick. As we all know, blood helps heal the body. So if you can do kind of a help your heart out a little bit to pump that better. And usually I use it for ankle injuries here a lot. I'll have a bucket of ice and a bucket of heat, and I'll it's kind of bad. The athletes will kind of get mad at me because as soon as you go from that heat back to that ice, it's a lot worse than the first time the ice was in.
I'd be pretty upset with you too. That sounds really cool. What type of equipment will a high school athletic trainer have at their school to deal with heat or ice treatment?
Usually here I have it's not a name brand model, but it's a machine that'll have ice and kind of like a pump that'll pump air into it and kind of wrap it around the joint where they're sore, either their knee or their ankle. Most places will have those depending on the area. And then ice machine. Sometimes we have a hydroculator. Actually, I don't have one here, but it's just a moist heat pack that you can put on an athlete on their back or their ankle or wherever. And then usually what I just do is a bucket of ice or a bucket of warm water.
Well, thank you, Broderick, for the important information on the use of heat and ice for injuries.
Thanks, Gary.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-501-7304 or go to sonobello.com.
Well, that's our show for this week. Join us next week for another show of the Scholastic Ball Report that features high school athletes. As always, special thanks go out to the Scholastic Ball Report team. Prep Spin's King of Stream, William Warfield, Joel Clace, our director from WKYT, and myself, the executive producer. And also the WKYT sports staff, Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, and Lindsey Goff. And remember, for those you see and those you don't see, you keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Clark's Pump and Shop, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.